Zanni, please. You have the floor.
President.
Thank you, President. President Michel, I have the impression that every time that important European institutions, especially during a crisis, whenever they meet to decide something, they only show how much this continent is rudderless. It's now a victim of the mistaken political decisions taken over the past 20 years. You started your speech by speaking about foreign policy, about what you decided regarding the different geopolitical hotspots throughout Europe, and my colleagues have mentioned this. Foreign dictators are having a laugh looking at this. In Belarus, you forgot to sanction the leader of the country responsible for what is happening. And, as usual, you spoke highly of Turkey, which is an attitude that allows, it's permissive, it allows Erdogan, the Turkish dictator, to make fun of the European institutions and allow the member states to fight amongst themselves while he does whatever he wants to do, because we are unable to take strong action. Once again, this is a completely inconsistent approach. We're permissive with foreign dictators while we have debates on the rule of law and the behavior of certain member states, forgetting that, once more, it is not the European Union that gives legitimacy to its member states. It is the member states that give legitimacy to the Union. This is a concept that we should all respect. And the second point, before I finish, which I think is very important, we've spoken about the recovery fund in July, and we spoke about a grand agreement. But what remains on the table now? We don't know when and how the funds will actually arrive, and seeing the figures published by the Commission, the impact will be minimal. Next year, 2021, payments will be derogated for 6% of the total. Since we have a double-digit drop in GDP in my country, we will receive 0.6% of GDP. So this is not going to change the future of the European Union. However, I'm certain that something will happen. New taxes will arrive, what you call new resources. From the 1st of January, there'll be a tax on plastic. You'll say, this is great. It will help us because it allows us to have new resources and to reduce the use of not recyclable plastic. But once again, we either have a source of financing through a European tax, or we'll have a plastic reduction. We can't have both at the same time. We can't meet both objectives. And I'll finish by saying something I'd like to see in the next European Council. We're facing the toughest crisis in the European Union and also its member states, a crisis that doesn't depend on us. We have a stability and growth pact, so that because during difficult times we should have stability and growth, and in this moment where we're facing the greatest crisis, where we need stability and growth, we need to suspend the very pact. So this is something I'd like to see debated in the next council. Thank you. Thank you.